So I have three primary problems with my workspace. The first problem, and the most primary problem, is the noise that's in this room. You can hear it. Well, maybe you can't hear it, but there's an echo in this room, and it kind of sounds like I'm in this big room. It's a big room, and it's got sound bouncing all over the place, and that affects this right here adversely. So that's the first problem. The second problem is the general noise with everyone else when they're around and they're at home, and if people are here or we have company, or which if we have company I'm probably not going to be recording, but like when my wife is here and my son is here or whatever, I can't record anything if anyone else is home, because my office is in this common space, right? This common area, this big room with toys and all sorts of other things, and that's a problem. You guys have been seeing this backdrop with this dog right there. You guys have been seeing all that stuff in all my live streams, and you know, it's not exactly the best arrangement. So this room is my second problem. And also when I have client calls and I'm looking through that webcam in a Skype call and I'm seeing like all of this junk behind me, it's not a professional environment, right? So that's my second problem. The first problem is the noise in the room. The second problem is the room itself and the location and everything else that happens here. So as you can tell, my problem with my workspace is primarily the room. The third part is mostly my fault, but I'm aiming to kind of fix that as well, and that is the messiness, right? The messiness in my workspace. Now I've cleared this table off for the most part. This drill is here, and you'll know why in a second. This drill is here, but and I'm exporting my film right now. That's cool. Behind the scenes, my documentary film exporting to PBS. Anyway, so I've got like all the shelves with all this stuff, and it's like, it's a mess. It's a disaster zone. So I'm aiming to fix that as well. And this video is all about my journey to moving my office. If that's something that interests you, follow me on that journey. Now, if you excuse me, my wife says that I have way too much hair from like here up. So I'm gonna go fix that now. See you in a second. Great clips. Whoa, who is this guy? He looks so much different now, doesn't he? It was about time. I have been like so busy with projects and just like caring so much about everyone else's stuff that I just didn't care about how I looked. I didn't care about like anything. Like, oh, self-grooming, I don't care. I got more important things to do. And now the least that's taken care of, and it's a little less itchy down here, you know. And it looks a little better up here, I think. I don't know, what do you guys think? Beard, no beard? I did this too short. I want it back. I want a little bit more of what I have back, but as fast as mine grows, it'll only be a couple of days and I'll be back with it. But like, what do you think, huh? Did I do okay? 14 bucks goes a long way in this city. Having all that hair also was like really, like, it was getting warm, right? It's starting to get a little bit warmer in the day. It's starting to get like a little bit warmer outside, and like having all of that hair was just terrible. Just ugh. So yeah, I'm happy to at least be back to my old self, if you will. I want to show you guys something. This is where we're going to be moving the office to, right? Let's come downstairs. Ooh. This is my basement. You guys have seen this before when the lights were off. This is a pool table, and this is a whole bunch of stuff from the person who is moving out, and she hasn't got it all yet, but it's okay. So here is the office space, right? Boom. Now it's pretty big, all right, compared to what we had before, compared to what I had before. It's pretty big, right? And you'll notice I've already got some of the stuff set up here. I've got this cool little lighting kit, right? So I've got lights, production lights, if you will. Right? Whoop, not plugged in. Probably a good idea. Boom, production lights. Yes. I have a whole bunch of things there, and I've got soft boxes and things that'll help out too. You know, another light over here, and then camera, right? The camera, and the camera is gonna face this wall, right? And we're gonna have, you know, these lights and stuff will all be set up appropriately where they're supposed to be, but it's gonna face that wall, and then I have green screen drops. I've got a green, black, and white drop that's on its way, and you know rods that are gonna set up here, and like this. I don't know if you guys can tell, like from the way my voice sounds. compared to the first part of the video. Go watch the first part if you want again and just kind of hear the difference. But voices are way cleaner here. Like there's no reverberation on the walls, right? There's no echo, and that's what I'm looking for. So should it result in better sound quality? Now, there are a couple of problems. There are a couple of issues. I'm going to close this back up. There are a couple of issues that have nothing to do with the room and have to do with like logistics of my equipment and setting it up. And so a lot of this little mini series, this little mini vlog, if you will, is going to be kind of talking about gear, talking about equipment. And I think a lot of that stuff might be helpful to new YouTubers and stuff too, because like I fancy myself not a new YouTuber. I would say I'm like a, I don't know, experienced, but like not like a veteran or like a expert or anything, but I would say I'm experienced. And I mean, I've got almost 10,000 subs, but you know, obviously having a film degree helps a little bit too. The light's terrible right here. What's going on? Oh, see these lights right here, right? I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them for several reasons, mostly because of they make noise, right? There's a hum to them, right? And I kind of want to replace them with LEDs that are quieter, but I don't have the money for that. So I'm doing this in waves. This is not going to be like dream office, right? We're not doing that. That's not something this is going to happen because I just don't have the budget for this. But the budget I do have is completely because of you guys. The budget I do have is completely because of you patrons, right? Patrons, you are the reason why I can do this. I had no idea I would have, I mean, I only have, I think as of recording this video, I only have like 12, I think, or 11 patrons. But, like even those guys, even like I anticipated when I put the Patreon out, I anticipated maybe I might have a few people that were interested in going like $5 or something, and I might have a couple of, you know, I might have a couple of people who are like diehard fans or whatever, but you guys have shown amazing support, and I'm just blown away by that. And I want to do much more. I want to do much better stuff as a result of that support, and this is stage one of that, right? I've always wanted a space where I could create what I wanted to create. I've always wanted a space where I could produce good quality content and not have to worry about being in people's way or just produce things. I've never even had a space like this before, right? So now that I have the space available, I've reserved it. I've talked to my wife a whole bunch, and you know, like going back and forth about like, what am I going to do? I don't know. Where am I going to go? I don't know. This space is mine, right? I've never had that. Right, I've always had like even just having my own house, right? Like the bedroom is shared. The office space that I had before was shared. Every room in the house is a shared space. I don't own or I don't get control of like any of it, except now, right? I get this space, and this is my space, and no one gets to tell me how to run my space. Which is perfect. I have other outstanding issues with the space I've been up there too. So acoustically, yes, but also because I don't think she'll mind if I say, girls are all the same way. I feel like women are, and there are certainly a lot of men that are like this. It's not me personally, but my experience living around women so far, and I've lived with more women than just my wife before, and they're all so messy. You guys are so messy. Like, look at all this stuff, right? None of this is mine. None of it is mine, but it's just laying here, right? And so my desk was kind of the same way. There would always be this, my desk is like a U-shaped desk, and the U-shaped part, which was going to be where I would sit and communicate and work on projects with my clients. They would come over to the house and we do that. And I ended up doing the vast majority of my work was with people in other countries even, or in other states for sure. So the need to have that desk was kind of moot, but that desk was just this big table surface, and it's a place to put things. And so people just kept putting things there. Down here, it's a lot less convenient to just come all the way downstairs and put something on my desk. It wouldn't make any sense. So I'm also excited about that. This little vlog here is hopefully interesting to people, and I'm hoping that, you know, once this is all done, obviously it'll be really cool, but the initial stages is mostly just using the space I have and moving down what I have already to get into this space, and then I can work on making it better from there. But if you're interested in this, if you think this is a cool thing to follow along with, give me a thumbs up, let me know, give me ideas for the home office, right? It's going to be kind of It's a professional environment. It's a production environment. But I'm not afraid to man cave it up. Not afraid. Not afraid of that. So leave me ideas if you have any. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.